So it appears Fox News is attacking Joe Biden in the exact way we warned you they would attack him. Now, usually right-wing attacks are easily disputed. They're full of lies. They're, massaged in some way to not really give you the full truth. But when it comes to Joe Biden, there are so many legitimate criticisms that they don't have to make anything up. And because of that, these arguments are more effective and have the potential to keep a lot of people home, especially if they start getting put into ads, which I believe Trump is already beginning to run. So let me show you Tucker Carlson on Fox News, essentially, as Sahil tweets out here, demolishing Joe Biden.
All of which means Joe Biden is now the presumptive Democratic nominee. Nobody really chose Biden for this job. He wound up in it by a series of defaults, and it shows. Ask yourself, is Joe Biden ready to lead this country? Could he find his car in a three-tiered parking garage? Could he navigate a salad bar? And by the way, what exactly is his position on the coronavirus pandemic? Those are the mysteries Democrats now face. Biden has been virtually invisible for the last month. That's not an accident. Joe Biden on camera means more moments like this.
We cannot let this. We've never allowed any crisis from the Civil War straight through to the pandemic of 17, all the way around 16. We have never let our democracy take second fiddle. We can both have a democracy and elections and at the same time correct the public health.
You follow that? Correct the public health. It's hard to imagine a man like that making it through a presidential debate or even staying awake through the inaugural proceedings. It seems likely that at some point Democratic leaders will try to find a way to replace Biden before the November election. Andrew Cuomo is the obvious replacement, but there are many others. Whatever happens, it's worth taking Joe Biden seriously for this moment.
So there. This is, look, I'm not playing this because Fox News is great. They're not. Fox News is garbage. But the point is, these are actual legitimate critiques. Joe Biden mentally is not there. And I'm not saying these are critiques that should benefit Donald Trump. No, Donald Trump also has many of the same issues that Joe Biden has. But the problem here is not that Republicans are going to win over Democratic voters. It's that Democratic voters will stay home the same way they did in 2016. So unless the Joe Biden campaign and Joe Biden himself are actually willing to try and appeal to that 40% of the country that doesn't normally vote, a lot of those people being Sanders voters, a lot of those people being independents, young voters, then they will likely lose. Now, I say this again and again as well, though. If there are enough anti-Trump voters out there, then Biden can still win. But are there? Is that a bet you want to make right now? So there is no harm. Like, if you go after the progressive voters, go after Sanders voters, you're not harming your ability to get out anti-Trump voters. Those anti-Trump voters are coming out anyways. So there is no downside in trying to chase Sanders voters into your campaign, bring them in. There's no harm to doing that because those anti-Trump voters are going to vote for whoever the Democratic nominee is and whatever they fight for. So there is only Joe Biden in going after progressives. If he were to do that, it's only a plus. There is no downside to doing that. But they're not going to do that because of who backs the campaign, the consultant class, these massive donors, corporate interests, big pharma, fossil fuels. They are not going to go. They're going to go away. They're going to be ingrained in the Joe Biden campaign unless he replaces the people within his campaign, which, again, he's not going to do. And if he does, it's not going to be with Democratic socialists. So Joe Biden he still has the ability to win. Not that, honestly, it would make much of a difference for a lot of people based on what he's fighting for or not fighting for. But I'm just saying, in terms of Joe Biden's sake, if the Joe Biden campaign cares about winning, they would actually chase the votes of people that they need in order to win in bigger numbers than they may otherwise, if, again, they win it all.